What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerome, and more specifically, my Big Brother fans, the live feeders out there. So I'm coming to you. I said I wasn't going to do a review, and I'm not going to do a full review of Big Brother. So what I'm going to pretty much do is, going forward, I'm going to do a weekly recap of Big Brother. So I'm going to go over everything that's happened in the week and just, put it out there on camera. And we're going to talk about it. When it comes to these celebrities, I'm a little bit different. I'm gonna be different with the celebrities than I am when it is the actual summer of Big Brother. Because when it comes to the summer of Big Brother, when the house splits and divides, and my people on one side and I don't like the other side of the house, it's all it's all off from there. So with the celebrities, I think I'm gonna like them all, and I think I'm gonna like them all, with the exception of maybe one. And it's not that I don't like her, she works my nerves. And I'm speaking of Tamar Braxton. Because Tamar has gotten on my nerves within the last few days. So we are going to start this up with the beginning of the week, which is Monday, which was season premiere night. So we had all the house guests move in. We had Anthony Scaramucci, Kandi Burruss, Tamar Braxton, Lolo Jones, Natalie Eva Marie, Ryan Lochte, Jonathan Bennett, Tom Green, Dina Lohan, Ricky Williams, Kato Kalin, and I'm missing someone else. Oh, and Joey Lawrence. So those are the 12 celebrities who moved into the Big Brother house on Monday night. So it was kind of awkward when it started, and the reason why it was so awkward was because of Tamar and Kandi. And Kandi and Tamar told the history of what's going on between those two. So if you're new to Tamar Braxton and Kandi Burruss, the thing with Kandi and Tamar took a head last year when Kandi and Tamar were on tour with Kandi's group Escape, when they were doing the Great Escape tour, and Tamar was the opening act for them. And Tamar brought on a group who was popular in the African American community on YouTube. It went by the name of the Queen's Court. It had a rapper from the early 2000s. Her name is Kaya, and it had a transgender. Her name is T.S. Madison. So on the show, they would rip into people. They would roast them. They would do all kind of stuff, just talk about people. And they went heavily in on Kandi and her group Escape. So on the New Year's Eve, Tamar decided that she was going to invite the Queen's Court to the concert to be on stage with her, which I'm still confused as to why she did that, but she did it. And it didn't go so well, and that's the reason for the rift between Kandi and Tamar, more specifically Tamar. Also, a little backstory about Tamar and Kandi. So Tamar was on a daytime talk show called The Real. The Real is similar to The Talk that Julie Chen used to be. Julie Chen Moonves, let's be correct. That Julie Chen Moonves used to be it's like The View, and it has 3 African American women, an Asian American woman, and a Latino American woman, which consists of Lonnie Love. It had Tamar Braxton, Tamara Mowry Housley, Adrian Bailon, and Jeannie Mai. So Tamar got let go from the show. So they had a lot of popular African American acts from Atlanta on the show. So once Tamar was let go from the show, she started to unfollow all the people that went on the show in Atlanta, i.e. Kandi, the singer Monica, a lot of other people. Irrelevant, but that's just giving you guys a little bit of backstory about the whole shit that's happened between Tamar and Kandi, catching up to real time. So we get ready for the first HOH competition. So in the first HOH competition, they had to pair off. So, one at a time, they would pick people to come up and, partner with them. I don't remember the partnering group right off the top of my head. I think I do. It was Ryan Lochte and Jonathan Bennett. It was Tamar and Candy. It was Dina and Anthony Scaramucci. It was Tom and this is where I get lost. I think it might have been Tom and either way go. They partnered up. Now there were two people who didn't get picked. And those two people that didn't get picked was Kato Kalin and Natalie Eva Marie. So, like I said, they didn't get picked. So Natalie Eva Marie and Kato Kalin, since they weren't picked to play in the first HOH competition of Celebrity Big Brother, I think they're in the house for 1 month. So since they were not chosen to play, they were granted safety for the entire week. So even if one of the HOH's nominees came off the block, Kato nor Natalie Eva Marie could be put up as a replacement nominee. Cool. So we get the HOH competition underway. So early on in the game, it was a tie between Ryan Lochte and who was it? A tie between Ryan? I completely forgot. Damn. Well, either way go, it was a tie between Ryan. I want to say it was Tom Green and whoever he was with, which I think it was Joey Lawrence. Correct me if I'm wrong. Monday was 5 days away. 5 days ago. I've completely forgotten. Should have watched the episode again before I got on camera, but whatever. But in the end, Ryan Lochte and Jonathan Bennett, they ended up winning the competition. So then Julie told them, cool, you two have won, you two are in the running to be HOH. So they play for the HOH competition, and then we find out that one of them will win HOH, and the other one will win a one-way ticket to the block. So Ryan, he ended up winning the HOH competition, and Jonathan went up as the automatic nominee. So when Ryan was trying to figure out, who to put on the block, Jonathan kept telling him not to put Dina on the block. I get why Jonathan didn't want Dina on the block because, he has a relationship with Dina from Lindsay Lohan with Mean Girls. But I think by him, advocating so hard for him not putting Dina on the block, that it's gonna sink a ship for him going forward. So then, we see that there is an alliance that formed. So the alliance that formed, it consisted of Ryan Lochte, Jonathan Bennett, Tamar Braxton, Natalie Eva Marie, and Lolo Jones. I'm like, oh, here we go. I love it on Big Brother when you get the week 1 alliance that eventually ends up crumbling by either week 2 or week 5. Like, I love it when the big alliances get together and then eventually they start to drift apart and go after one another. And look like that's going to happen quickly, sooner than we expect. And the reason why it's going to happen sooner is because, again, Jonathan is, trying to sway Ryan not to put Dina on the block, but he's not, communicating that with the other members in the alliance, and it's making it look shady, and it's making it like he don't trust them. He trusts Ryan more than he trusts the girls. So, that could be a big issue for Jonathan going forward. So we get to the nomination ceremony. In the nomination ceremony, Ryan, he does choose his nominees. His first nominee is Tom. And his second nominee is not Dina. He chose Anthony Scaramucci. So now we have the block. It consists of Anthony Scaramucci, Jonathan Bennett, and Tom Green. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine night 2 and night 3 together because it really just wasn't a whole lot that happened. I know on night 2 of Tuesday night, we had the drama between Tamar and Candy. I'm like, good God, I don't want to sit here and listen to this shit for a whole month with Tamar and Candy. I don't want to listen to it. It's stupid. It's really stupid to me. So then on night 2 of the premiere, we start to see the crumbling of the five-person alliance that consisted of Ryan Lochte, Natalie, Eva Marie, Lolo Jones, Tamar Braxton, and Jonathan Bennett. And it really started to crumble more so because of Lolo. Because Lolo, she is an Olympic athlete. That's what Ryan was saying. Athlete is athlete. But she's an Olympic athlete, and she feels like, her bond with Ryan should be stronger than his bond is with Jonathan. So she feels a little jealous. So she goes up to the memory wall and she says this to the final two, talking about Ryan and Jonathan. So now Ryan is like, oh shit. So if the veto is used, I'm going to use the veto and I'm going to backdoor, Lolo. People always, I love Big Brother, and I love it when people always talk about backdoor. A lot of people don't, a lot of people be like, talking about I want to backdoor them, and don't know the true meaning of a backdoor. Like, cause I've had that conversation on Twitter with people. They're like, oh, a backdoor is, when they don't see it coming and you put them on the block. No, correction. The definition of a true backdoor in Big Brother history, not Big Brother history, but the true definition in Big Brother lingo of a backdoor is you have all the people on, you have your two people on the block that you technically are not trying to evict, and you have your target that you don't want to play in the veto. You don't want your target to have a chance to even win the veto, to keep the nominations the same or take one of the people off the block. That is a true backdoor when your true intended target is not playing for the veto and they have no chance of saving themselves whatsoever. That's a true backdoor. Yeah, I just went off on a tangent about that. Oh, so the nominees were in night two. Okay, well, look like I got ahead of myself with the nominees. My bad, y'all. Chalk it to the head. I'm tired. So then we're gonna move. We're gonna move over to the next day. Still more drama with Tamar and Kandi. So then they picked the players for the veto competition. Who were the players for the veto competition? It was Ryan, Jonathan, Ricky. Ryan, Ricky. Shit. Yeah, going into next week, we gonna do this better. I'm gonna write down everything, players for the veto competition and everything, because I am drawing a complete blank right about now. But I do remember who won the veto. It was Ricky who won the Golden Power veto the first time. So with the veto ceremony, Ricky decides not to use the veto. Ricky, I will say, when it comes down to Ricky is planting the seeds of doubt in everybody's head. He's planting the seeds of doubt in Lolo's head. He is, causing pandemonium at this point, and I'm actually here for it. Celebrity Big Brother is actually really good. I like last season, and I'm liking this season. It gives you kind of, it makes me feel what I used to feel for Big Brother before all these stupid twists came into the game, even though they're twisted in this one. It makes me feel what I used to feel for Big Brother before we got the introduction of returning house guest, i.e. Paul. Who else has returned that but specifically Paul. That's just the one person that has ruined a season of Big Brother for me. Paul. Oh God. Can we not have Paul come back ever again? And can we not have Tyler come back this summer? I mean, I like Tyler, but I just cannot. I don't want to see another summer of Tyler. He played a good game, but I think that's another thing when it comes to Big Brother. Like the bitter jury. I hate the bitter jury. They vote. I guess if you sit in the house for a whole entire summer wanting to win $500,000 and you go to the jury, I guess you would be a little bit bitter. I guess. Hell, I don't know. Okay. But I'm going to move on. Okay. So now we are on tonight, which is Friday, eviction night. So we find out that there's a twist in the house. It's called Celebrity Breaking News. So we see Kevin Frazier from, is it E.T.? Does Kevin Frazier do E.T. or is he on yeah, I think he's E.T. So, there is a house guest there who's technically not really a house guest, which I knew this a few days ago, who the house guest was that wasn't really a house guest. It was Anthony Scaramucci. He was just in there as a plant. So since he's not actually a house guest, now Ryan has to come up with another nominee to put up in his place. So Ryan decides that he wants to put up Kandi because he and Kandi don't really have a relationship, and they don't have a bond right now. So he tries to go up to Kandi and hug her. She's like, no, we don't have a relationship. Let's keep it that way. I'm like, Kandi, it is a game. He had to say something to put somebody up, but okay, if you want to take it that way, go and take it that way. So then Anthony tells them that they have one more chance to play for another veto, and that'll be it. So, with this one, I think I remember who I played for this veto. It was Kandi, Jonathan, Tom. No. Wait, Kandi, Jonathan. Yeah. Kandi, Jonathan, Tom, Kato, Dina, and Ryan. Those were the ones that played for the veto. So in the end, Kato pulled out the veto win and he won the veto. So Kato with the veto, he decides to use the veto. He takes Tom off the block. When he took Tom off the block, that forced Ryan to have to make a replacement nominee. So what did Ryan decide to do? Did he want to go the route of putting up a pawn, or did he want to go the route of trying to backdoor Lolo? So instead of him trying to backdoor Lolo, he decides to put up Joey Lawrence, who, because I was looking at the feeds today while I was at work. Supposedly Joey offered to be on the block as a pawn. Like, why do people do that? Like, why do you offer yourself up as a pawn? The pawns typically go home. So now the question is, who do the house guests want to keep? Do they want to keep Kandi, who they don't think is going to be a big threat to them when it comes to an endurance competition, or do they want to get rid of either Jonathan or Joey? So we get to the vote and eviction. Now they also were talking about getting rid of Kandi because, and this is coming from Lolo, they were talking about getting rid of Kandi because of the drama between she and Tamar. And I'm like, but it's not really Kandi, it's more so Tamar. And then I saw on the live feeds before I came home tonight that, because I got home a little bit later tonight. So I saw on the live feeds that Tamar and Ricky got into it tonight. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Shit. So we get to the live vote and eviction. So one at a time, each house guest went to the diary room, cast their votes to evict live in front of Julie. So we have the votes. Dina, she goes to the diary room. Dina casts her vote to evict Kandi. Then we have Kato. He goes to the diary room and his vote is for Jonathan. We have Tamar. She goes to the diary room and her vote is for Jonathan. We have Ricky. He goes to the diary room and his vote is for Jonathan. And we have Tom. He goes to the diary room. He casts his vote to evict Jonathan. We got Lolo. She goes to the diary room and her vote is for Jonathan. And then lastly, we have Natalie Eva Marie. She goes to the diary room. Her vote is for Jonathan. So by a vote of 6-1, Jonathan was evicted from the Big Brother house. So, Jonathan, he walks out the house. He sits with Julie. He's talking to Julie. Julie asks him what was the, move that got him evicted from the house. Jonathan didn't really see it, but all of America could have saw. The thing that got Jonathan evicted from the house was trying to save Dina. And, he tells, Julie's like, why would you try to save Dina? And then, he was also talking about how he's not that athletic and that's why he didn't win the veto and whatnot. But I'm like, nope, no, don't downplay yourself. I agree with Julie, but I don't know how come he didn't see that the fact that he was trying to save Dina so hardly is the reason that he got evicted from the Big Brother house. But that was it for the week in Big Brother's, well, Celebrity Big Brother season number 2. So we'll be back on Sunday where a new HOH is crowned and we will have 2 new nominees. So like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section, just tell me how you guys, tell me if, to my Big Brother fans who are watching this video, tell me who you guys like, tell me who you don't like, tell me what you expect to see going forward. Tell me how long do you see this alliance, where do you see this alliance going now, since Ryan is by himself and you have the girls? Like, what do you guys see happening? So I shall see you guys this time next week with another weekly recap of Celebrity Big Brother 2.